Spring to the end of the Grove Bowl, how do you think your guys responded?
Well, I think you can witness a lot of progress. I'm really pleased that how much the guys have gotten better. They've done a tremendous job of digesting the install, doing a tremendous job being professional in terms of taking notes and taking the things from the meeting room to the field. You actually saw guys that get better. I'm really pleased with Breland Speaks. He's progressing in spring ball. Number 95, Benita Jones, really done an outstanding job. And of course, Marquise Haynes, I mean, he's a studied football player. I thought Zedric Woods on the back end, 36, is really improved. And you saw a lot of good play from the corner position. 15 to the miles, he's done a tremendous job. He gives us some flexibility to play corner and go inside as well. And we got a couple guys that's out. We got to get healthy, get them going. But, overall, Chuck, man, I thought it was a good spring. I thought it was a good training session for us. I thought one of the best things about spring ball was offense. Wasn't status quo. They gave us a lot of things to coach, and there was a lot of situations that they created for us that challenged our rules and caused our guys to think and process. So it was a good learning experience, and I'm real pleased at how the guys progressed in the spring.
How'd you like what you saw today in a live game simulation?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's, when I got the other half of my team on the other side fighting against me, that don't feel good. But I'll tell you, it was good to get the guys out in a situation to let them play. And, I felt really good about the communication, guys getting lined up right away, being able to key and diagnose against the run. We got to keep the top on the coverage on the outside. Wasn't pleased about that. But overall, it was a good day. And it was good to see those guys get out and play. And the coaches let them play, and I thought it was really good.
Dietrich talked about his comfort level with playing inside the box at middle linebacker. How can that help him just being less, having less responsibility outside of that area?
Well, I think one of the key things the coach has to do is, one, is identify his talent, and two, put those guys in a position to be successful, both as an individual, they help the defense, and in return, they help the football team. And he's a guy, it's clear that he thrives better when he's in the box. And we're doing a tremendous job now keeping the scheme simple and making all the adjustments on the back end to allow the linebackers to stay in the box and fit the run. And we're going to have to stop the run and eliminate explosive plays and create turnovers. And I think when you minimize guys' job, you keep them in you small and you try to keep them in the same spots, they can become experts. So I think you'll see him in the box a lot, and I think you'll see his confidence go up. And he's exactly right. We're going to build this entire defense where we're keeping our linebackers in the box as much as possible and allow our secondary to adjust to all the formations and motion adjustment, so we don't get up in the gap integrity inside and we can play the run.
What did you think of his spring individually?
I'll tell you, I thought by far he was a player that improved the most. And I think it has a lot to do with what you just mentioned, that we've done a good job of tailoring the scheme to keep those guys in the box, and his linebacker Coach Pete Rito, has done a good job in developing those guys and improving their technique and fundamentals. But man, I'll tell you what, from day one, as Chuck mentioned, to the last day, you saw improvement by 43.
Considering the depth that you have or don't have at certain spots with some of the guys that are coming in this summer, how many of those guys do you almost kind of have to get into the rotation by August?
Well, I think they're going to request playing time by how well they come in shape, how well they perform in the fall. You recruit every young man to play, so we hope those guys come in physically ready to go and with a mindset. That would be nice, but it would be good to answer that question after training camp. But, man, you recruit every kid to come in and play, so we're looking forward to trying to get all of them on the field. It won't be a scheme issue because we'll keep it simple and let those guys play. So we're looking forward to those guys coming in and giving us a shot in the arm early.
I know limiting big plays in the passing game is kind of a focus this spring. How did that go just from the first practice till the end?
Well, we had our days up and down. Offense did a good job of challenging us with the vertical ball, and it's good to see it in practice. And there were some days we kept the top on the coverage, we challenged them, and there were some days where they won. So it was good to see it go back and forth from a team aspect, but defensively we have to improve on that. And I thought we improved on it in the end. The corners did a tremendous job of staying on top. Safety improved their out discipline and not being nosed and doing their job. But coach is never satisfied, so we still got a ways to go in that. But there was some progression in that area, and I really like that mindset, knowing that there's no call we can make on defense to stop the deep ball. They got to take it away by performance.
How do you get more consistent in that area?
Just seeing it, and they're doing a good job of giving it to us in practice and just working the technique and fundamental and building their confidence. And one of the biggest things is that, when a guy gets in a situation where he gives up one, he has to bounce back. He has the defense back, say, hey man, how many times you ever got beat? If he said never, he never played. You know, so it's a matter of how to respond and keeping that confidence. I think that's how you improve on that.
What's the biggest concern with the defense moving forward?
The biggest concern,
Yeah, for you.
just staying healthy. I mean, that, we play a contact sport, which is a violent game, and the biggest concern is just staying healthy. That's going to be the key to the upcoming season. Is how can we keep these guys healthy and go the long stretch?
You anticipate Miles staying at corner come fall?
Well, the tremendous thing about Miles, he offers some flexibility. I would love to keep him at corner, and we'll meet as a staff and as we progress in fall camp. But he can really help this football team in that corner or inside. So once we get the other guys back healthy, we want to try to get the best football players on the field. But right now, he's looking like one of the guys that's going to definitely play at that corner for us.
Did Kadir Shepard make a late push? I noticed he worked more with the ones today than he had been.
Yeah, I would say the last week of spring, Chuck, you really saw his flashes on tape, and we decided as a defense staff, hey, let's get him up with the ones and see how he looks. And we tell the guys, and we honestly mean this, right now, the depth chart is for organization purposes, and we would definitely go with the guys in the fall that's going to help us win games. But you did see him improve, and he earned the right to get more reps, and we wanted to see how he would do going against the offensive one. So you're exactly right. Your eyes didn't fail you that time. He was a guy that we thought we thought he was a guy that we needed to see how he go against the ones, and it was real good to get him up there.
How'd you feel about that safety spot with CJ, Deontay, and more? Just what do you feel about that spot going into the fall?
We have a lot of work doing the back end. The safeties are your quarterbacks are your defense. There's nobody behind them, and so we have to minimize our mistakes. Our mistakes not only give up big plays, it could be the game, it could be the season. So I thought 36 got good, Woods, and Hamp showed some progression, but we have to be much better at the safety position in terms of keeping everything in front, making a sure tackle, when the ball breaks, through the line of scrimmage. So we still have a ways to go at that position.